This is not a joke, they are fighting over you. Someone said you are. Archangel Michael says this is the moment you were not supposed to skip, the moment that was destined to reach you today, at this exact second, in this exact breath of your life. Angel says don't ignore this. I order you to open this right now. This is not a joke. Something has been happening around you quietly, silently, behind your back, and heaven has been watching every single detail. You have felt it in your spirit, haven't you? Those sudden chills, the random heaviness, the strange intuitive pull that someone was speaking about you, someone was thinking about you, someone was trying to pull your energy into a place you didn't belong. Archangel Michael says they are fighting over you, your name, your destiny, your blessings, your position, your future. And what someone said about you is something that heaven is not allowing to stay hidden anymore. For so long, you have walked through life giving love, loyalty, trust, and softness to people who did not always deserve it. You have walked with a heart that forgives too quickly, that overlooks too often, that understands even when people do not explain themselves. You have been carrying wounds that you didn't tell anyone about. You have been keeping quiet even when your soul was screaming. But God says He has seen all of it. Every tear, every moment you swallowed your pain. Every time you took the high road, every time you chose peace instead of responding to injustice. Heaven is not blind to what you endured in silence. And today, Archangel Michael steps forward with a sword of truth to reveal what was hidden. Someone has been speaking your name in rooms where you were not present. Someone said something about you, something they never expected you to find out. They said you are changing, glowing, rising, becoming something far beyond what they ever thought possible. They said your energy is different, your presence is different, your path is different. They noticed something divine around you, something they cannot explain, something that threatens the ego of the people who cannot understand why you are chosen. You didn't know this, but the spiritual world has been watching you like a rising star. Your name has reached places your feet have not yet touched. Your spirit has entered spaces your body has never walked into. Someone saw your picture, your energy, your light, and they said you are not ordinary. They said you are protected. They said you are destined, but at the same time, someone else took your name and tried to twist it. Someone tried to describe you as something you are not. Someone tried to create confusion. Someone tried to hold on to you while someone else tried to pull you away. They are fighting over you, your loyalty, your time, your destiny, your energy. You have been standing at the center of spiritual conflict without even knowing it. Archangel Michael says you need to understand this. When God chooses someone for a major breakthrough, the world around them reacts. People get drawn to your energy even if they don't understand why. Some want to protect you. Some want to claim you. Some want to influence you. Some want to have you close because your energy feels like peace. And some want to stop you because your rising intimidates their insecurity. Heaven has been observing all of this, and today, heaven requests your attention because something big is shifting around you. Angel says this message is serious. Someone has been speaking with emotional intensity about you, saying you are the one they cannot replace. Someone said you are rare. Someone said you are unforgettable. Someone said you are the one they regret losing or the one they desperately want to keep. But at the same time, another person said you don't deserve what is coming to you. Someone said you are too quiet, too soft, too trusting, too kind. Someone said you are easy to influence. Someone said you don't know what you carry, you don't know your own value, you don't know your own power. Someone said you don't understand how blessed you truly are. And that statement, Archangel Michael says, is the reason heaven stepped in. God says nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, and you must trust Him and pray. You are being surrounded by heavenly protection right now because the spiritual turbulence in your life is rising. It is rising because your blessing is near. It is rising because your elevation is close. It is rising because the breakthrough is already prepared and the enemy can sense it. But God says you are protected in ways you cannot imagine. Your steps are guided. Your decisions are being spiritually aligned. Your intuition is waking up stronger than ever. Something inside you is stirring, pulling you into a higher state of awareness. There is a person thinking heavily about you right now. Someone whose energy has been unconsciously attaching itself to yours. Someone who feels something intense, something deep, something spiritual when they think about you. Last night, this person felt your absence in a way that surprised even them. They felt a longing, a pull, a connection that they cannot shake off. Someone felt that your soul is different from everyone else's. Someone felt a shift in your energy, and it scared them because they cannot control it. They cannot stop thinking about you, wondering about you, feeling you in ways they cannot explain. Someone asked the universe why they feel this connection. Someone wondered if you think about them too. Someone felt your presence in their dreams, in their thoughts, in their spirit, but there is another person who feels threatened by your growth, threatened by the attention you receive, threatened by the love and respect that people naturally give you. This person is trying to influence how others see you. They said things about you that were not true. They exaggerated. They twisted your kindness. They tried to paint you as something small, something weak, something confused, something lost. But heaven shut their voice down before their words could take root. God says you must hear this clearly, no lie spoken about you will prosper. Archangel Michael says this is why the urgency is so high. You have been walking with divine protection that has blocked every attempt to sabotage you. Someone tried to interfere with your blessings. Someone tried to interfere with your relationships. Someone tried to create spiritual chaos around you. But every attempt failed because God placed His shield upon you. Michael says you don't even know how many attacks were silently avoided, how many traps were quietly dismantled, how many false energies were redirected away from you. Heaven fought battles you never saw. Heaven protected you from conversations you never heard. Heaven removed people who were not meant to walk into your next season. And here is the truth you need to hear: your next season is too blessed for everyone around you to survive it. Your next season will expose the intentions of every person connected to you. God is already revealing hearts. You are starting to see the truth. You are starting to see who speaks light over you and who speaks doubt. You are starting to see who celebrates you and who silently competes with you. You are starting to see who prays for you and who pretends to care. Truth is rising to the surface, and Archangel Michael says it will not stop until everything hidden becomes visible. Someone said you are going to succeed beyond what anyone expected. Someone said your success is guaranteed by God. Someone said your destiny is protected. Someone said you are stepping into something so big that it will bring divine attention to your life. Someone said your time has come. And they were right. God says you must trust Him now more than ever. Something beautiful is approaching your life, something delicate, something divine, something emotional, something life-changing. It may come as a message, a call, a sign, a sudden shift, a new opportunity, or an unexpected emotional confession. Heaven is preparing you for something meaningful. Something connected to your heart. Something connected to your purpose. Something connected to your future relationships, your future success, your future peace. Michael says your spirit has been trembling because of spiritual activity around you. You have felt random tightness, sudden thoughts, sudden heaviness, sudden intuition, strange dreams, sudden emotional waves, or unexpected signs. This is not coincidence. Your soul is being prepared. God says nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. You are watched over by heaven. You must trust God and pray, because your path is shifting in a way that will change everything. People may talk, people may fight, people may try to pull you into their influence, but none of them can touch what God has written for you. Someone said you are chosen. Someone said you are blessed. Someone said your presence feels divine. Someone said you are the one God is lifting. Someone said you are the person destiny is preparing for something big, and heaven says they were right. You are stepping into a season where every lie will be silenced, every intention will be exposed, every blessing will unfold, and every prayer will be answered. You are safe, you are guided, you are protected. Archangel Michael says, this message is being put in front of you at this exact moment because your spirit called out for clarity, protection, and truth. And when your soul cries for help, heaven never stays silent. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now, and he is speaking with a firmness that shakes the unseen. He says, Angel says, don't skip this. I order you to open this right now. This is not a joke. His voice carries urgency, not fear, not danger, but divine urgency, the kind that comes when something important is shifting around you. Michael says that someone is talking about you, thinking about you, and fighting over your name, and this situation that you don't even see yet is being handled by heaven. He wants you to breathe and listen deeply, because what he reveals in this message will protect you and guide you. He says, they are fighting over you. Someone said you are special, chosen, marked by divine grace, and that is why your name is being spoken in places you've never entered. And now I begin the full message, in long, flowing spiritual form, in U.S. English, without headings, and with the urgency, care, and divine warmth that you asked for. Archangel Michael is drawing your attention because there is a spiritual energy surrounding your life that is shifting rapidly. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but in the spiritual realm, your name has been echoing. Not because of anything you did wrong, not because you are in danger, but because your existence carries a light that unsettles some, inspires many, and awakens others. Michael is saying that your soul has been noticed, and the impact of your presence has stirred conversations, emotions, and movements among people around you, people you know, people you don't know, and people who pretend not to care. He says that someone spoke your name recently with a mixture of admiration and confusion. They said, "You are," and then paused, because they didn't know how to explain the feeling you trigger in them. The truth is simple yet powerful: you are different in a way they cannot understand. Your energy is rare. Your spirit is deep. Your destiny is not ordinary. People sense it before you speak a word, and some people react to this without even realizing why. Some are drawn to you like a magnet, wanting your attention, wanting your presence, wanting your approval. Others feel intimidated, overwhelmed, or jealous because they cannot understand why they feel so small beside you even when you say nothing. In the unseen world, there has been a tug-of-war around your life. Not a battle of harm, Michael would never allow that, but a tension caused by the intensity of your spiritual importance. He wants you to know that you have been protected every single moment, even in the times when you thought you were alone. Even when you didn't pray, angels were praying over you. Even when you didn't feel strong, heaven held your spirit up. Even when you walked into situations blindly, Michael was pulling you back from things that would have broken you in ways you couldn't repair. Michael says there was a night recently when someone spoke about you with frustration mixed with desire. They said you are unpredictable, mysterious, impossible to ignore. They feel torn between walking away from you and being unable to detach from the feelings they have for you. This person has been fighting their own emotions, and at the same time, others around them are talking about you too, trying to influence the situation. Trying to pull the person away from you, or trying to approach you themselves. This is why Michael says, they are fighting over you. Not physically. Not violently. But emotionally, spiritually, silently, behind your back. Someone is defending your name. Someone is gossiping about your name. Someone is trying to understand your purpose. Someone is trying to get closer to you. Someone is trying to pull someone else away from you. Someone is protecting you without telling you. Someone is secretly wishing they had the courage to speak their feelings to you. This mixture of energies around you has created confusion in the spirit realm, and Archangel Michael is stepping forward to bring clarity, protection, and truth. He wants you to calm your heart, because none of this is meant to harm you. It is simply the result of your destiny becoming brighter. Michael says that a spiritual elevation has taken place over your life recently. You have gone through pain, doubt, heartbreak, disappointment, betrayal, and silence, and all of these experiences were preparing you for a version of yourself you didn't even know you could become. He says you have grown spiritually without realizing it. The things that used to break you no longer break you. The words that used to hurt you no longer hold power. The people who tried to control you can no longer influence your decisions. Your soul has matured. And because of that, your vibration has risen. And when your vibration rises, people react. Some embrace it. Some fear it. Some misunderstand it. Some want to take credit for it, and some feel threatened by it. Michael wants you to know that no matter what anyone says, God will not allow anything to go wrong with you. You are being shielded, covered, and watched over with divine precision. You may have felt something strange in your environment, random thoughts, strange dreams, unexpected emotions, or sudden intuition that something is shifting. All of these were signs from the spiritual realm. Michael says he has been whispering guidance to you through your inner voice. He has been urging you to pause before speaking. Pause before reacting. Pause before making important choices. Because something bigger is unfolding, he wants you to know that someone is recognizing your worth far more deeply than they ever did before. This person is seeing what they overlooked. They are feeling what they ignored. They are remembering what they pushed away. They are realizing that the connection they have with you is not ordinary. At the same time, another person is observing you from a distance. This person thought they could forget you, but they cannot. Something in their spirit keeps being pulled back to you. They don't understand why, but they feel it strongly. This is why Michael says, "Someone said you are." Because they tried to describe what you make them feel, and they couldn't. They tried to explain your importance, and they failed. They tried to deny their emotions, and they couldn't. They tried to walk away, but God kept redirecting their thoughts back to you. Your soul has a purpose that intertwines with other souls, and these connections are activating now. Michael says that the spiritual tension around your life is not meant to confuse you. It is revealing that you are entering a period of divine alignment. People from your past, present, and future are being rearranged. Some will fade away peacefully. Some will try to return suddenly. Some will appear unexpectedly. Some will watch without approaching. Some will speak your name with admiration. Others with jealousy. But none of them can harm you. Michael says over and over, you are safe. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong with you. Trust God and pray. Your prayers, even the ones you whispered half-heartedly, even the ones you didn't finish, even the ones you forgot, have all been heard. Heaven has collected them like precious seeds, and the harvest is coming. You are entering a season where answers will finally make sense. You will understand why certain people left, why some connections were delayed, why some doors stayed closed, why some opportunities didn't work out. It wasn't punishment. It was protection. Michael says there is a blessing approaching you that will silence every doubt you had about your worth. Something unexpected, something divinely orchestrated, something that carries your name written on it spiritually. It will come in a way that surprises you, and it will arrive after a moment of deep clarity, but before this blessing unfolds, certain truths must be revealed. And this message is the beginning of that revelation. Michael says that someone around you underestimated you. They thought they could take advantage of your kindness, your silence, your patience. They thought you would stay quiet forever. But your silence has power. Your patience has purpose. Your heart has protection. And when God decides to reveal the truth, no one can hide it. The reason someone is talking about you is because the truth is starting to rise. Someone is being forced to face the consequences of their actions. Someone is realizing they misjudged you. Someone is feeling guilt because they didn't value you when they had the chance. Someone is recognizing your absence. Someone is missing your presence. Someone is remembering your kindness. Someone is regretting the way they spoke to you. Someone is wishing they hadn't listened to others about you. Someone is slowly understanding that you are rare, and they may never meet someone like you again. This is why Michael says, don't skip this. This is not a joke. Your destiny is shifting. Your path is being straightened. Your blessings are aligning. Your enemies are being confused. Your protection is being strengthened. Your spirit is rising. Michael wants you to trust every divine sign you receive in the coming days. The dreams, the intuition, the sudden thoughts, the subtle warnings, the internal guidance, the sense of déjà vu, the unexpected opportunities, the strange coincidences, the sudden clarity. These are angelic signals guiding you. He says that you will soon see why this message reached you at this exact moment. Something will unfold, an event, a conversation, a revelation, that will confirm everything. You may hear someone speak your name unexpectedly. You may hear a confession. You may receive unexpected communication. You may learn that someone has been watching you quietly because they admire you. You may discover that someone you trusted has been speaking behind your back. You may find out that someone has been protecting you in silence. But no matter what truth comes out, God assures you, nothing will go wrong with you. Michael says you are stepping into a new chapter of your spiritual journey, one where you will no longer shrink your light to make others comfortable. Your strength will shine. Your heart will grow. Your clarity will deepen. Your intuition will sharpen. Your blessings will expand. And your enemies will fall silent. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now, closer than the breath that moves in your chest, and he is not whispering gently today. His voice is firm, urgent, commanding, filled with a divine authority that does not come from fear but from protection, from love, from the highest place of truth. He says, Angel says, don't skip this. I order you to open this right now. This is not a joke. They are fighting over you. Someone said you are something you are not, and heaven has stepped in before anything goes wrong. You are being shielded right now from energies, from intentions, from conversations that never deserve to have your name in them. God is moving His hand over your life with a quiet but unstoppable force, reminding you that nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, and all He needs from you right now is trust, prayer, and the willingness to open your heart to the divine truth unfolding. Michael continues, you were never meant to be confused by the noise happening around you. You were never meant to be affected by the minds of people who cannot even control their own hearts. They have been speaking, arguing, debating your destiny as if they had any authority over who you are or what you are meant to become. Someone said you are weaker than you actually are. Someone said you are easily influenced. Someone said you are not aware of what's happening around you. But heaven says something different. Heaven says you are rising above every misconception. Heaven says you are not to be defined by the opinions of people who never understood your purpose. Heaven says the light inside you is far greater than any misunderstanding spoken about you. And as he says this, Michael's wings move like a shield of glowing protection around your name, your mind, your peace, your future. Right now, as you read this, there is a spiritual shift unfolding. A conversation in the unseen has been happening for days, maybe weeks, without your knowledge. People have been arguing about you because your life is stepping into a season where your presence matters in rooms you didn't even enter yet. Your destiny is stirring energies. Your breakthrough is triggering reactions. Your name is traveling farther than your body has reached, and what some people said about you was not said with pure intention. They spoke out of fear, out of envy, out of confusion, out of their own unsealed wounds. But what they said is being cancelled now. Michael says, no spoken word against your spirit can stand because God Himself has placed His mark on you. And that is why you have felt strange changes recently, changes in your energy, your emotions, your dreams, your intuition. Those were not random. Those were signs that heaven was already preparing you for this moment. You might not know it, but there has been a struggle between two energies in your life, one that wants to lift you higher and one that wants to pull you back to an old version of yourself. These energies are not visible to the human eye. But they show up as unexpected emotions, sudden fatigue, sudden anxiety, sudden overthinking, sudden confusion, even though deep down your soul knows you did nothing wrong. Michael says that every moment you felt something is off, you were sensing the spiritual tension of others speaking and reacting behind your back. But today, right now, this moment, God is stepping into that space of conflict, clearing the confusion, settling the unseen arguments, and restoring your spiritual authority. Someone said you are easily manipulated, but God says you are divinely guided. Someone said you are vulnerable, but God says you are chosen. Someone said you don't know what you're doing, but heaven says you are being led step by step. Someone underestimated your strength, but the angels have been watching your resilience with admiration, knowing that you keep moving even when your heart is tired. Someone tried to paint an image of you that does not match your truth, but God is wiping that image away and restoring your spiritual identity. You are being defended in conversations you did not hear. You are being protected from energies you did not see. Michael says he has been standing in front of you, shielding you from the misunderstandings that could have wounded your spirit, and the reason he is speaking urgently today is because timing matters. Something big is coming into alignment for you, and heaven cannot allow any more misunderstandings or emotional disruptions to distract you. Your blessing requires a calm heart. Your next step requires a clear mind. You are stepping into a season where clarity, strength, confidence, and divine assurance must guide you, not confusion from the voices of others. Michael says, "Do not believe anything spoken about you unless it aligns with what God has promised. Do not take to heart anything that lowers your worth. Do not absorb any doubt that doesn't belong to you. You are protected. You are surrounded. You are safe. There are people around you who don't even realize they are being used by energies of insecurity or envy. They may not be bad people, but their words were not guided by love. They spoke from their own confusion. And the spiritual tension became so strong that heaven had to intervene. That's why Michael's message came through so clearly, so strongly, so urgently. He says, "They are fighting over you, but they don't understand your purpose. They are speaking about you, but they don't understand your calling. They are trying to define you, but only God has the right to shape your identity." And God is doing exactly that, restoring the truth of who you are. If you've been feeling worn down or spiritually overwhelmed, it's because your soul could feel the conversations happening behind the scenes. You didn't imagine it. You didn't overthink it. Your intuition was accurate. Something was spiritually loud recently. And heaven is finally quieting those voices for you. Michael says that the misunderstanding, the confusion, the emotional tension, the strange change in atmosphere around you, it was all connected to opinions and assumptions spoken without clarity or divine insight. And you deserve better than that. You deserve truth. You deserve peace. You deserve spiritual accuracy, not projections. Someone said you are too kind, as if kindness is weakness. But heaven sees your kindness as a weapon of light. Someone said you trust too easily, not understanding that your trusting nature comes from purity, not naivety. Someone assumed they knew your heart, but only the Creator truly knows you. Someone claimed they had you figured out. But God says they have barely seen the first layer of your destiny. Heaven is clearing the noise now, removing every false idea spoken about you, dissolving every misunderstanding, breaking every confusion apart gently. Because you are entering a new spiritual season and there is no space for distortion, Michael wants you to breathe deeply right now and know this: nothing will go wrong with you. You are protected from every emotional storm. You are protected from every misguided opinion. You are protected from every unnecessary conflict. The arguments people are having about you are already being silenced by divine authority. Heaven is saying, enough. My child is not to be spoken of without clarity. My child is not to be misjudged. God's voice overrides every other voice. And when God speaks over your life, the noise around you becomes powerless. This is why you're being told not to skip this message. This is why Michael is ordering you to open this right now. The timing of spiritual truth matters. You are being spiritually reset. You are being realigned. The emotional pressure you felt recently is being lifted from you. The confusion that tried to cloud your inner peace is dissolving. The worries you carried quietly in your heart are being taken from your shoulders gently. God is covering you in reassurance, saying, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. Trust me. Pray to me. I am guiding you, protecting you, restoring you. There is someone in your environment who feels threatened by the strength you carry, even if they don't admit it. They might not know why your presence bothers them. It's because your soul has a purity and power that triggers unresolved emotions in others. But heaven says you don't need to do anything about it. You don't need to fight. You don't need to confront. You don't need to defend yourself. God is defending you. Michael is standing in front of you. The angels are working behind the scenes. Your job is to stay aligned, to stay connected, to stay prayerful. Someone said you are difficult to understand. But heaven says you are deeper than they realize. Someone said you are unpredictable. But heaven says you are evolving. Someone said you are silent. But heaven says your silence carries wisdom. Someone misinterpreted your quietness as weakness, but God sees your stillness as strength. The spiritual tension happening around your name is happening because you are about to step into a new chapter. New opportunities, new blessings, new relationships, new clarity, new energy, these are coming toward you. And sometimes, before something big arrives, unnecessary people start revealing unnecessary truths through their misunderstandings. It's not to hurt you, it's to clear the space. God is showing you who doesn't understand your heart. God is revealing who shouldn't be included in the next season of your life. God is exposing false perceptions so you can walk forward without carrying emotional weight. Michael says that heaven has been protecting you from saying too much or explaining yourself to the wrong people. That divine hesitation you felt, that instinct to stay quiet, that feeling of let me not overshare, that was protection. Heaven didn't want your spiritual truth to be misunderstood by those who don't have the discernment to understand your depth. You may think you were being distant, but actually you were being divinely guarded. Now the spiritual air around you is being purified. Anxiety is lifting. Confusion is clearing. Doubt is dissolving. The misunderstandings spoken about you are fading. The loud voices of others are quieting. God is filling the space with calm clarity. And Michael is pouring strength back into your spirit. You are becoming centered again. You are becoming grounded again. You are returning to your true self, the self that is peaceful, intuitive, strong, connected, protected. Nothing they said about you can affect your destiny. Nothing they argued about you can change heaven's plan. Nothing spoken in confusion can overpower the truth God holds for you. This is why you have nothing to fear. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are guided. You are seen. You are protected. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize, and sometimes breakthrough attracts noise, but heaven has already silenced it. Michael says, stand still. Trust God. Pray. Move forward with confidence. Your story is unfolding exactly as heaven planned it. And you will soon understand why this message came with such urgency. You are stepping into something bigger, something brighter, something divinely timed. And nothing spoken against you can stop what is meant for you. God has the final word, and His word over your life is protection, peace, clarity, and unstoppable blessing. Archangel Michael says this to you with a voice that shakes the invisible places in your life. A voice that is filled with a serious urgency that cannot be ignored, a voice that is not here to frighten you, but to pull you out of the confusion that has been trying to surround your spirit. Angel says, don't skip this. I order you to open this right now. This is not a joke. Something is happening right now around you, and you may not see it with your eyes, but heaven sees it clearly, and heaven is stepping in for you. They are fighting over you. Someone said you are something that you are not. Someone spoke a word over your life that was meant to harm you, to weaken you, to twist the truth about you. But God has seen everything, and God is not going to allow their lies to shape your destiny. God will be with you, rest assured. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. This message comes to you because heaven is moving right now, and the truth is rising like light breaking through a cloudy sky. There is a spiritual tension around your name, a pull, a struggle, a conflict that has been happening